of the Empire State Building.
Z100, New York.
I love when family makes it into the building. You probably last saw her here in the city on stage at Z100 sold out Jingle Ball.
Crazy. That was
It's
epic.
Bebe Rexha, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause. Come on now. Hanging out this evening, and I've got to say, it's always awesome to welcome you back home.
Yeah, can I call you Max or am I allowed to? Maxwell, right?
No, you call me Max.
No, I'll call you Maxwell.
Yeah,
It's
well,
fine.
whatever kind of comes to your mind.
Yeah,
Can I
Jingle
call?
Ball was crazy.
How fun is it to be on this journey and to continue to grow and to blossom as an artist? Like, what's that like for you?
I think the most epic thing about this journey and like especially with Jingle Ball and like being in New York City is my parents, like my mom
Yes.
and dad. They're so happy, like being backstage, are so proud and stuff. So that's been like the most fulfilling moment.
I think we talked about this last on the phone just before Jingle Ball. The idea of when you believe it, you can achieve it.
Yep.
You've got the vision board, the notes that you put for yourself on the door at home to go home
Yeah.
and to know that you're ticking off of
I
those
have
different.
2 things left.
What 2 things are
Well,
still
I
up there?
this year, well, I checked off in last year a Grammy,
Yep.
Best New Artist nominee.
Yep.
I checked that off, so that was amazing. And I checked off, a big brand deal, which I'm doing with Lay's. which is amazing. Big Lay's thing.
What?
So yeah, we're doing this really cool thing together.
You know what my address is, and I'm
gonna send you.
That's what I'm
my
saying.
favorite one is the classic grilled cheese, amazing.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
and
with
they have something. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but
that. Uh-oh.
am I allowed to say this?
n-
Whatever. They have one. Who cares? They have a flavor coming out called I'm gonna kill for this, but whatever.
No.
New York will know first. Who cares? And the whole world probably. Flaming hot
Oh.
dill pickle
See,
remix.
okay, see,
It's
listen.
so good though. Like
You
in a
are already-
sandwich because it's spicy and it tastes like a pickle. It's amazing. Sorry, I know. I always talk about food.
I'm loving. No, the thing is that we're just we're amongst family and friends, and that's one of the things that is most important to you is just the fact that you keep your team so tight.
Yes.
And when you find out that you are able to afford your family and your parents and your friends the opportunities to be
Yeah.
proud of you, knowing how hard you work.
Yeah.
What's that like in your heart to see them smile? Because you know you put in those hours, yo.
It's fulfilling, and like I do like a lot of the things that I do. I do it because I love music, but I do a lot of things for my family.
Yeah.
And I'm still working towards the goal of getting them a house, which I think will be this year.
Oh my gosh.
And but they just need to figure out where they want to move.
That's
mean,
the hard
like,
part. Like,
I'm
pick a
like,
city.
just-
'Cause I
like,
want to
you know
try
what
to
I mean?
get y'all
Like,
some
I don't
property.
I don't want to have to like pick out the house for my mom. I want to
Yeah.
have to like pick out a house she loves.
Yes.
So that's like been something I've always been working towards. So I'm like, do you know where you want to live? She's like, I don't know. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Like,
okay.
Mom,
and
like,
then
help- I'm trying to help
but
you.
I don't want to pick out the house. Like that's weird. Like it's your, you know what I mean? She's like, you're gonna come to. But my parents are so sweet. They're not like that type of They're not
Yeah.
those type of people. They're like, pick a house that you would feel comfortable coming to.
Yes.
And I was like, that's really sweet, you know?
Oh my gosh. See, those are the moments. Those are the things that we, as in our position, we work for. We try to not only, again, tick off those goals that we
Yeah.
made for
I
ourselves,
have
but
2
also
more.
do it.
My 2 goals left.
You have 2. Listen, 2019.
Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
I want to sell that out one day. That's my
Okay.
goal. I'm telling my team that.
We can get that. Okay. We can make that happen.
Make it happen in the next 3 years.
All right.
I work hard.
Okay.
And then the second one is to be in a healthy relationship.
I
which
can help you
haven't
with
been
that
in a
one.
relationship in a long time.
How is,
Yeah.
I mean, do you still feel that your heart is as whole as it can be, or is it just because, I mean, me neither. I'm not in a relationship.
I think it's just like the one thing that I just like about a relationship is like the fact that you could just be intimate with somebody on more of like a mental
you can
thing.
go
you know?
to
I mean, you could
somebody
be that way
to-
with your friends,
Yeah.
but it's just cool to like. I think it's about finding somebody that obviously you're excited to be around,
Yeah.
but then also like can grow with you as a human being. But I think that it's good. Sometimes I think we don't have things happen for us at certain times because we're not ready for
Yes.
it. You know?
It's going to happen when it's meant to happen. I mean,
I don't know. I was told by when I was on tour with Katy Perry, we did like this astrology thing,
Mhm.
and she like looked up my birthday and stuff like that, and it said that I will never have love and career at the same time.
Wow.
But I'm like, okay, if my career goes well and then I have love for a second and come back, take a little break, I don't mind that.
Yeah, listen, if it's meant to happen, it's going to happen.
If it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, I didn't want to, but you.
You caught yourself. You didn't want to be
You
corny.
You felt me going.
I
there,
do it
huh?
all the time too, and I'm like, oh, I'm like, I have to stop with this.
Yeah.
But it's just like a saying, like.
It is. It makes sense. Yo, we're hanging out in studio, and I want to give you the opportunity on your hometown radio station to. Like low key, let's just take over this countdown and let's. I want to pick your brain musically. What are some of those things that BB is vibing to? So, if I was to open up your phone and just kind of think, "Damn, dude, this song is fire." What is that song that you would want to hear pumping through the speakers at Z100?
I honestly, and like I know a lot of people will be like, "Oh, don't play other people's new songs," because it
Okay.
gets competitive, but. I love my girl Katy Perry, and
Yeah.
I'm loving the new song with Z365.
Yeah.
I love that. I've listened to that song a million times.
Serious. And okay, so when you get to see that it's your friend, it's somebody
Yeah.
who's your industry peer, it's someone who you
want
can.
to support.
That's what I was gonna ask. Is it really?
But then, like, when you really love the record, which I really love the record, you want to support even more.
Yeah. I want to talk about the phone that you have in your hand right now. Is it one of those like cracked screen? Come on. Yeah.
I dropped it like 3. I have the worst luck.
Like,
and I
what's-
have a thing on it too.
And you have a case. Let's talk like the things that make BB just BB. Like who is that that's on your lock screen right there?
No, that's not who. It's my doggy.
I don't. Well, I mean, come on.
I love my dog.
How?
Like I had missed her so much. When people ask me like what is the like thing that bums you out like
Yeah.
the most, like being like doing what you do, it's just my dog.
Yeah.
I've never had a dog growing up. I wasn't allowed. And I finally got a dog a couple years ago, and I'm like I'm obsessed with dogs.
Yeah. You're a pet parent.
Yeah, if somebody says something about my dog, oh no.
Like
I will fight you.
I will snap.
I am a dog
Wig
lady.
snatched.
I want to have like a little farm somewhere and just have tons of dogs. Literally, I don't care.
Oh
I feel
my
bad
God.
because I got my dog fixed, and I'm like, no,
Oh.
I wanted mini dogs now. But at the time, I was like, ooh. At the time, I was touring so much. And
Yeah.
I just couldn't.
You couldn't deal.
Now I'm like, damn it.
So, gosh, look, we got everybody rolling by. We got the squad. I'm loving the vibe and the energy in here in the studio. I want to wrangle this back to Last Hurrah.
Yes.
We're going to get to this song in just a little bit because if you don't ask me to play this song on the radio right now, I'm going to be so heartbroken. All right, but tell me about this particular song. What is it about the power, the strength that comes with this song?
I don't know. I'm sorry for cutting you.
No,
off.
that's for sure.
We just
Go for it.
wrote this. I'm just so passionate about it. Like we're in the studio one day, and I was with my friends.
Yeah.
And this co-writer that I work with a lot, her name is Lauren Christie, and she was like, I got an idea. And I was
Okay.
like, okay, what's the idea? She's like, so you're gonna make fun of me, but I'm supposed to be on this sugar diet, and I go to this kitchen and I cut up myself a piece of chocolate cake,
Oh.
and my husband was like, aren't you supposed to be on a diet? And she's like, babe, this is
Listen.
my last hurrah. And I was like, okay, that is a very weird title, but it is so true.
It works.
And I've heard it before, and I know we don't use it crazy anymore, but
Yeah.
I'm like, that is my life every day. Like I just had like an Oreo walking in here.
Yeah, that's
And
what you do.
today I told my team, I was like, do not let me eat anything sugary.
Are you still, before you go to bed, you pop a little piece of chocolate?
I love sweets.
Yeah.
I have like caramel in my coffee right now. But we wrote the song based on chocolate cake, and it's like I'm done with the drinking, I'm done with the smoking. But I think I know the song is about like all our vices.
Yes.
Like we all have them. Like I know friends who try to stop smoking and who try to stop going back to their ex-lovers but keep going back, and it's like this ongoing cycle
Yeah.
that we all have. And for me, it's food.
Yeah. Oh, listen.
And
for
it's
a
like
lot
I
of us.
always, every day of my life, go like, tomorrow is a fresh day.
Diet starts on Monday.
The diet starts on Monday. No more drinking. Like I'm gonna go back with my trainer, and I never do it. Like, or I do it for like a week, and then I give up, and then it's just a never-ending cycle. And that's what the song is about. But I tweeted, I wrote something, and I wrote, you can't judge somebody because they sin differently than you. Because
Ooh.
every person on this earth is not perfect, and we all sin differently, and we all try to be a better us. But it's like,
Look at you just dropping gems.
yes.
That's what you do. God.
Because it was
man.
interesting when we wrote the song. It was like from me and Lauren's side where
Yeah.
we were like basing it off of like food, and then the other two writers had gone through like more deeper stuff in their lives,
For
like,
sure.
where they're sober now, so they were coming from a different perspective of the song. So it kind of gave the song another layer of it. Whereas like me and Lauren were kind of being like sarcastic, and then they were like, no, maybe like tomorrow I won't feel this pain and need to do this stuff, and they finally got clean. So to them it was like it came from their perspective. So I love that. It's
Yeah,
not
all
just
right.
like
I
it
don't
sounds like
wanna-
a fun song, but it has some depth to it.
It's got a lot of depth to it. It's got,
and I love the hook. I love that little operatic part.
Let's just spoil it for the people right now and just say like in the countdown in a bit it's gonna be the most requested. It's gonna be the number 1 song in the countdown. Can we just like do that?
Oh,
not play the
so.
song just yet, but we gave the story, but then we're gonna get to that in just a few minutes. All right.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's something to look forward to, y'all. Hang with us. Still picking your brain. BB's taking over our countdown here on Z100, and it's all about what's on your cracked phone. What other songs are you? What other songs are you listening to?
I literally have like, I don't know if anybody's had this, but my phone is so cracked that there's like shards of glass going into my fingernails. But I'm so addicted to my phone. I'm like, I have to. This is worth it. And I'm like picking out like things, glass out of my hand. But a song that I liked it, but now I'm just like truly obsessed with it. And I watched the movie and now I totally get it. Is I am obsessed with "Shallow."
Oh gosh.
By Lady Gaga, like, and Bradley Cooper.
Yes.
This song is like, I can't believe how good it is.
Being
like,
at the
addicted.
And not to cut you off, also, but we'll play this now. But being at the Grammys and watching that happen in front of your face, did you? What was that moment like for you?
Lady Gaga, like every time she performs, I don't care like if she's dancing or sitting by the piano, no matter what she does, and I think that you can like really. The one thing I really, I can really respect her on is she always gives her all.
Oh, yes.
You know, you can tell the difference between a performer who's just there and kind of remembering their steps and stuff like that.
No.
Like Lady Gaga
she goes
going for it.
All the way damn in.
She put everything into that, and that's what I feel like she does every time, and there's nothing but respect for her.
All right. I've got some notes right here, BB, and I just wanted to get into just some of the things that I really love and admire about you.
I feel like this is the BB hour.
This is. It's all about you, girl. Come on. It's your time to shine. And it's your time to brag about how quickly you went through Netflix's The Umbrella Academy.
Oh, my gosh. That and the Russian doll, I'm obsessed.
Yo, okay, I want to dial back because I haven't went into the Russian doll just yet.
Have you watched Umbrella Academy yet?
Yes.
One episode or how many episodes?
I'm done. I finished.
It takes a second, but like when it starts building up into it, are people loving that? I don't know. I'm just in my own world.
Well, I am.
I'm obsessed. That is so good.
If you were one of the 7 or however many kids that were born on the same day and you had a power, like I don't want to give away too much of the show just in case anyone hasn't seen it. But what would be like your thing? You know, you got the guy that's like half the ape. You know, you got the
I like the
if rumor
I like
had,
the
I
one
heard a rumor.
I like Vanya's power.
Okay, yeah.
And I like also the kid who can go into the future and stuff.
That's like they can hop
number
around.
Number five.
Number 5 can. All right. What like time zone? Where would
By the way, they
go?
all have their own superpower. Number 1, number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So just in case they're like, what is they talking about?
Just go and watch the show.
Yeah, you have
Listen,
to watch
this is
the show.
no endorsement. This is just the show is good. What I guess what time zone would you go to? Like the 20s? Would you go ahead to the year 30,
I want to go to the
75?
future.
You would go to the future?
I'm scared that I'm going to see something that I don't like.
Yeah.
I'm scared. Like, what if I show up and I don't exist?
But what if you show up and there's like 9 Grammys on the mantle?
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying?
But then, like, if I go back, then I'm going to be, like, not going to try hard. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, I got 9 Grammys, and then they disappear.
And it's just like, you would just not even do it.
Also, let's talk about Russian Doll.
Okay, don't tell me too much, though.
Can I tell you just, like, the beginning?
Yes.
Oh, but it's like, I have to tell you, though.
Yeah, go for it.
So it's, like, kind of like Groundhog Day.
Okay.
She shows up in the bathroom. The first shot's the bathroom, and it's her birthday party. And she's like, oh, I beat my mom. Like, she didn't live, like, till this age. Like, she lived just to this age. Like, I just beat her. And she goes to the party, and she leaves. And she sees her cat because it's been missing. And she goes across the street, and she gets hit by a car and dies. Okay,
that doesn't sound pleasant.
But then wait, but it has a beautiful meaning towards it at the end. Okay. It's so beautiful. And then the show goes over and over and over. Like literally like 7 episodes, she ends up in the same bathroom and she's trying to figure out why she died. And there's a really beautiful purpose to it in the end.
You have made it all the way through this show already, the first season or whatever, or are you still...
Let me tell you why. Because if you're not like really into shows like that, but you want to watch something just full time,
this weekend I'm going into
They're only 25 to 30-minute episodes.
Okay, oh, damn, yeah. So I'll be done by tomorrow.
Yeah, not even.
Yeah,
We'll be done in one night.
Yeah, for sure.
Obsessed with it.
Oh, God. All right. Back to the songs that you're obsessed with as you're helping me take over the countdown.
Yeah.
What else are you jamming to? Like, what's on BB's cracked phone?
I know that she's been around for a second. She's from the UK. and
Yeah.
she's had success there, but she's not really known here. Her name is Mabel.
Oh yeah.
Don't Call Me Up.
That's it.
Oh man, that song is so hot. I love it.
When you find new artists or you find artists that aren't necessarily U.S. products, or you're traveling across the globe,
I
and
don't
you're sharing,
judge.
what is it like to be able to find someone in a different part of the planet and say like, "Yo, you are doing things. I'm so glad that I'm falling in love with your vibe, your energy, your music."
I love like being like on to people like before they get really big or like,
Yeah.
Like I remember I like remember when Cardi put the song called Lick It.
Okay. Yo,
Sorry,
that's
can I say
before-
that?
Yeah, you can. All right, so this is listen. Trust BB when she tells you. Mabel is amazing. Don't Call Me Up. This is another one of BB's favorites, and it's going to instantly become one of yours. And yeah, you're picking some bops here, girl.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. All right. It's right here on Z100. So when she's not trying to navigate her way throughout an escape room, when she's watching from having her thumbs being all cut up from her cracked iPhone, she's... She's Grammy nominated. She's got a video that's out that has over like 9 million views. Like,
More than that.
I mean, this is so fire.
Yeah, about that.
To be able to go and play out and to become the character and embody the spirit of Last Hurrah. How fun was that?
It's cool because when you write a song, you can envision what the music video, like I can usually
Yes.
envision what the music video is going to be immediately. And like I was working on it for so long, and then to finally put it together, and I got to work with Joseph Kahn, who did like
Yes.
"Toxic" by Britney. He did the "Say My Name" video when they changed
Yeah.
the colors. Remember that with Destiny Child?
Yeah.
And then he did all the Taylor Swift stuff, which was amazing. So it's like to work with him was incredible because he's iconic, and I
Mhm.
was like, that was an incredible experience.
To collaborate and to know that he takes your input as seriously as you take
I wasn't
his input.
expecting him to though.
Really?
Yeah, because he's like, I wanted to kind of follow his lead, but he was like, listen, he's like, I would like to take, I want to follow your, like what you're thinking, and then I want to push you. He's like, I want to push you to the edge.
I feel
So that's
like
why he definitely did.
And I feel like those are the kind of people that you respect most, is those type of
Take risks.
Yeah, that are willing to go and try new things.
Yeah, because
and,
besides all the stuff that's gone in Kanye's life, like
Yeah.
I respect him as an artist because he's always tried different stuff, and
Yep.
that's what I love. Like my favorite artists of all time are artists who have done different sounds. Like
Mhm.
Michael in the 70s, and then he had Thriller, and then it's like, he changed the sound. Like Rihanna does Pour It Up,
yeah,
and it's like a
and
stripper anthem, and
then
then
you
she
can
does
go
Stay.
to Stay. Yeah,
And I respect that, and that's the type of artist that I inspire, like look up to, because I'm like, they are not bound by anything.
what do you
Like
do
when
you
I did
say
Meant
to?
to Be, when I decided to put it
Yeah.
on my EP, I was like, I'm like, what would one thing would Rihanna do this?
Yeah.
And I was like, she would. That would be really hot. She basically did it with 5 seconds.
What would you say? What would you say if I told you that you are that type of artist for other people?
I would be like, wow, that's really cool.
I mean,
that's
have
like
you
what I
had the
wanna be.
chance? Have you really had the chance to, sit back, and as much as you, going back to the early part of our conversation, as much as you want to make your parents and family and friends proud,
Yeah.
do you get the chance to say, you know what, I'm making myself proud, and I'm making others, who are looking up to me? Do you get the moments to tell yourself that?
I'm working on that. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just like I love working, and I love doing, I just feel like, I don't know.
Do it. Take that time, because you're kicking ass, and I really
Thank you.
hope that you. No,
I just always want to better myself as like a human and like musically, and that requires a lot of work,
Yeah.
And it's not only just about putting out great music. It's also the times that I really am like, oh wow, this is like awesome, is like when, for example, remember I put that video out, I don't know if you saw, about me talking about the designers that want
Yes,
to dress me for the
100%.
Grammys,
100%.
which like broke my heart, and like I put that video out and I was really scared, but the moments that really speak to me is like I was saying, I went to like the salad shop the other day, and this girl was in there, and she just randomly like was like, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And she had like a green juice in her hand and a salad. She's like, I'm trying. And she's like, you're so small in real life. She's like, there's no hope for me. And I was like, yes, there is.
Yes.
That's ridiculous. Don't think that way. But those are the moments that really touch me. And then I'm like, okay, I don't want to just put out songs
Just
and
for
just
the
look
sake
pretty. I want to
yeah.
say something,
Yeah.
So my hope is that even for the guys or the girls out there, they just love their bodies and they feel sexy in them and do whatever they want.
Listen, you are the epitome of
Unapologetic.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Strong
that
women.
strength of that's
Strong
just
men.
the stuff that I hope you understand, that you really are that person that a lot of people look up to, and the fact that you do it, and it is so it's in your DNA. It's
Listen,
who it
I'm
is.
not
You're
perfect.
not faking it.
I made a lot of mistakes in my career and like in my life, and I've said mean things, but like that's the whole point, is like being able to be like, I can make myself a better person.
Yeah.
You know? So that's the whole thing.
Well, whenever you need to roll through here and, you know what I'm saying, and just, I don't know, vibe out, it doesn't have to be on the radio like we're doing here. You just want to, gosh, am I allowed to say shit to shit? Like, whatever.
Yeah, come play you some new songs.
Yeah, roll through. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's an open door policy. All right, so let's shut up and let's play your brand new song on Z100 for the world to hear. So, in a couple of sentences, go ahead, sum it up. Last hurrah. Tell them before we press play. Go for it.
Last Hurrah is about, living your life up and knowing that we all are not perfect and we have bad habits, and that's completely fine. And you should just live it up and try to be a better you tomorrow.
Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your iHeartRadio 9 at 9, and tonight she has been taking over the entire hour. I'm loving it. The biggest song in New York City from the girl, the woman, the joy, the energy that is Bebe Rexha. Round of applause in studio for Last Hurrah, y'all. There we go.
From the top of the Empire State Building.
Z100.